Oh man, I swear this trip to California to do my delivery of those hostlers, yard dogs, whatever anybody wants to call them, and to pick up my load in Long Beach has by far been the worst trip here to California and to get out. Start off in Indiana, loading on a wet trailer, trying to back the hostlers up onto the upper deck of the rear of the trailer. Pain in the ass. Flat out pain in the ass. When you don't have ramps, it makes it real difficult, especially when the trailer's wet. You know, shit just wants to slide everywhere, but I got a load or whatever. Get up to Fernley, Nevada for the night. I take off from there to head up over Donner Pass on I-80 into Stockton, California. I get up there at Donner Road and chain laws are in effect. Well, I've been fucking pressing the boss to put chains on this truck because no matter what, I should be having them. He keeps on saying, oh, if you need chains, we don't run. Man, screw all that. I don't have a problem putting chains on. In previous videos, you saw how pissed off I was about putting chains on the fucking trailer. Like I said, I've driven in worse conditions. And Donner Pass wasn't even that bad. Whatever. It is what it is. I get up there, no chains. I was like, alright, I'll just sit and wait it out. That's what the boss said. I end up getting turned around. I have to go back to Reno. I get woken up by a cop. So I went back down. Finally, the boss decided to buy some chains. Because he tells me, oh, I don't like it when drivers put chains on because then, you know, the load gets damaged or the truck gets damaged. Well, that's a pretty easy fix. It comes down to the driver putting the chains on the correct way and then not going over 30 miles an hour. I ran 20, 25 because I had chains on. Common sense. So yeah, so I finally got chains. I didn't know about the max chain law in California of having to put chains on a trailer. So I got up there. They turned me around again. Went over to O'Reilly. Luckily they had some chains for the trailer. Got all that, put the chains on, went over Donner Pass, just fine. Like I said, it didn't even need chains. It wasn't even that bad. Anyways, get down, do my delivery. I gotta run down to Long Beach, pick up this next load. And I'm heading, finally by the time I got all strapped down and everything, tarped. I thought I had enough fuel. Unfortunately, I had one of my fuel gauges went out. So when I get back to the yard, it'll get fixed. But for some reason, the truck's also been equalizing the fuel tanks all funky. I had enough fuel when I first left from picking up my load. And then 5 minutes down the road, bam, I got my fuel gauge saying low fuel. Because they equalized over to the other side. Well, I don't know how much fuel I actually have. So then I end up having to go to this TA in Ontario, California. Pissed me off there because they charge to fucking stay there. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm at a Love's right now in Arizona where I normally go to Love's because they don't charge. So I'm heading out of the TA this morning. I don't even think I was on the road for a half hour. I got pulled into the DOT inspection site on I-15 North I don't know what town it is there. They do an inspection on me. Everything comes back like I everything was good. Well, no, I had a blinker light that ended up coming unplugged, so I was able to plug it back in and it worked. But whatever. But then they started measuring my load. And he measures from the kingpin to my back axle, and he tells me, you're over length. Like, how the hell is that, man? I only pull a 48-foot trailer. And he says, well, your permit is for only 40 foot. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. He says they measure from the kingpin to the last axle. And that came up 44 foot. So I was 4 feet over. Other than that, everything else was good. Cool thing was, they didn't write me up for it. They just wanted me to go up the road and get a new permit. So I went up the road to where he told me to go. And the little section that he said to park behind this Shell gas station, it was all chained off. Like, they don't allow semis to pull in there anymore. And there was no way I could pull down there. It was a single lane road and then turn around. So I just took off to Arizona. I came here to Needles, Arizona. So that's where I'm at a Love's that I don't have to pay for. But anyways, oh, just a horrible time. Horrible time. I don't know what happened with permits. It's an annual permit. I have been pulling these massive boxes out of Long Beach for the past like 3 months. And it does not make sense to me of how I have been passing through these DOT inspection sites, not being dinged for it. And then all of a sudden today, they're like, yeah, you're 4 feet over. Well, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a typo from the office or what. Obviously, it's going to get fixed. Like I said, it doesn't make sense of why it would even be 40 feet if I'm pulling a 48-foot trailer. I mean, to be on the safe side, wouldn't you just say 45 foot? 46 foot to the axle from the kingpin? Not necessarily the full 48 feet, but, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened. It will get resolved, but I'm out of California, so it doesn't really matter now. So, yeah. Either way, I'm in Arizona. I'm at a Love's and I'm not paying to park. They got 24-hour food shops in here. I'm going to go eat. And then I think I'm going to take a shower because I feel pretty disgusting since I haven't had a shower since all the snowstorm and goddamn chaining up and everything. And no way in hell I was giving TA any more money, especially even the bathroom was filthy. So if the bathroom's filthy, why would I go in and try to take a shower and then, yeah, fuck TA. I won't ever go back.